So yesterday we saw that what do you mean by addressing mode? So what was addressing mode? Can anyone tell? What is addressing mode? Yes, Meet. Meet, are you there? What is addressing mode? Nobody remembers?
It is based on the operands.
It is?
Based on the operands.
It is not based on operands. It is going to tell you that how the operands are going to execute. How the execution of operand will happen when an instruction is getting executed. That is what is called as addressing modes. So we had seen different types of addressing modes. First one is immediate addressing. What is immediate addressing? Anybody? What is immediate addressing? What do we have in the instruction itself? There is a data in the instruction itself. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Directly. It happens directly.
Yes, the data is directly present in the instruction itself. Then we had seen direct addressing. What was there in direct addressing? We had a memory location in the instruction itself. So memory location is a part of the instruction. Then we had seen register addressing. What is register addressing? There are registers in the instruction itself. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
two
Both.
registers are there.
Two registers. Then we have register indirect. What do we have in register indirect? There also we have two registers, but which registers? It can be either base registers or index registers. Which are the
Yes.
two? Which are the two base registers? Base pointer and base register.
Accumulator.
BX base register and BP, that is base pointer. Then which are the two index register?
SI and DI.
SI and DI, source index and destination index. Then we had seen base plus index register addressing. What is there in base plus index register addressing?
Memory address are added up.
Which memory address are added up? Memory address of any of the base register is added with any of the index register, and whatever we get is the memory location. We have to go to that memory location, extract the data and perform the operation mentioned in the opcode. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we had seen the other two architectures of along with 8086 and 80386. Which were those two? Last topic that we did yesterday.
RISC and CISC.
Yes, RISC and CISC architecture. RISC stands for Reduce Instruction Set Computer, and CISC stands for Complex Instruction Set Computer. What is the difference in both? All the instructions which are executed in RISC are very easy. They are very small. They require very less time.
Less cycles.
And they require very less clock cycle also. And what is the size of the instructions which are executed there? It is less than 16 bits. That is less than one word. Whereas if I talk about CISC architecture, I have instructions which are complex over there. Time taken by each instruction is more over there. Cycles required to complete the single instruction is also more. And the time taken by those instruction is also more. And the size of the instruction is more than one word, which is more than 16 bits. Okay. Now today we'll start with the last topic of chapter 3, that is design of control unit. Now if in case your exam is offline, let it be online also, but in case if it is offline, you get this question for 8 marks every time in every paper from last 3 years. So see to it that you understand this topic very easily And it is very easy to understand also because we have already covered whatever flowchart are there in this topic. We have already covered in chapter 2. So there is nothing new as such in this topic. Now, can anyone tell me what is control unit? We are studying design of control unit. So can anyone tell me what is control unit?
It controls everything.
What everything?
Control and
All the
coordinates of computer or component.
What, Sharvari? Controls and
Controls and coordinate of computer components.
correct. Now, what components do my computer have? It has memory. It has input devices. It has output devices. It has different types of buses. It has ALU. It has registers. All of this are going to be controlled by the control unit. So how is this control unit designed? That is what we are going to see in this topic. So design of control unit means whatever control unit is doing the controlling work of other components in the computer. How that control unit is designed, that we are going to see. Okay. So the design of CU is control unit. So CU is designed in two ways. One is hardwired type of architecture is used, and one is microprogram type of architecture. Okay, which are the two ways in which it is implemented? Hardwired and microprogrammed. Okay, this can be asked as your MCQ question also, that which are the two ways in which the CU can be implemented, and 4 options will be given. So these are the two ways in which your CU can be implemented. One is based on completely hardwired and one is completely microprogrammed. Now, can you tell me from the name itself what is hardwired and what is microprogram? Any idea that you have in your mind?
Hardwired
Wired
is
and
something-
wireless.
Yes.
Wired and wireless. Wireless means what?
Coded. Something that is coded.
Correct. Coded or something that is programmed. So when I say hardwired means there are some hardware, there is some wires, there are some electronic components. But when I say microprogrammed means what? Wires will be there, hardware will be there, but they are programmed to work automatically. Okay, that is a difference. In hardware or in hardwired, I may be giving the instructions which are not programmed. मुझे खुद करना होगा. Whereas in microprogram, program बनाया है. Once I give the input, once I submit the input to the system, automatically I will get the output. So I do not have to every time invest time in giving each and every instruction to the step, if it is microprogram. Whereas if it is hardwired, I have to invest some time and keep on giving the instructions to the system. So let us first study what is hardwired. To execute an instruction, the control unit of CPU must generate a required control signals, and these signals should be in a proper sequence. Now what is happening? I write a program. That program is a set of instructions, and I give those instructions to the computer for execution. Is it correct? Yes or no?
Yes,
do
ma'am.
being a programmer or being a user, I write a program. Program is addition of two numbers. Load A is equal to 2, load B is equal to 3, add A plus B, store the result in C and stop. This is a program with 5 instructions that I have written. I will give this program to the system, and then it is a duty of a system to give it to the CPU. CPU से ALU फिर register में store करो. System मुझे directly output देगा. Okay, this is what I follow. So to execute an instructions, the control unit, what is control unit? It is going to control some functions of the computer. Which functions के data CPU तक गया है क्या? CPU ने ALU को दिया क्या? ALU ने calculate करके data temporarily register में store किया क्या? Store करने के बाद user के screen पे display हुआ क्या? उसके बाद register, temporary register से data निकल गया क्या? All this will be controlled by control unit. But when the control unit is controlling this, it will generate certain signals. And these signals should come in sequence. If they are coming in sequence, that means everything is going properly. Like for example, signal C0, signal C1, C2, C3. So it should come in sequence 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए पहले signal 5 आ गया, फिर signal 8 आएगा, फिर signal 1 आएगा. No. If something is given to the computer and if control unit is controlling, all the signals which are generated by control unit should be in sequence, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and so on, depending upon what is your program and what is the output of the program. Okay, so whenever any instruction written by the user or any program written by the user goes to the system for execution, the control unit will control that execution by generating the signals. Which signals? Control signals. And how are these signals generated? They are generated in a sequence. If they are not generated in the sequence, which means what? The control unit is not able to control the working of the computer. And in that case, you may get the output which is wrong, or you may not even get the output, or it may affect certain part of the computer. Am I clear up till here?
ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. It is implemented as sequential logic circuit. Implemented as sequential logic circuit means what? What is sequential?
In a sequence.
इन अ सीक्वेंस 0 1 2 3 4 5. तो ये जो कंट्रोल सिग्नल सीक्वेंस में जनरेट हो रहे हैं, वो किसके वजह से जनरेट हो रहे हैं? एक सर्किट के वजह से. वो सर्किट का नाम क्या है? सीक्वेंशियल लॉजिक सर्किट. So the circuit which generates the signals in a sequence is done by whom? Is done by the sequential logic circuit. अगर ये सर्किट है तो आपका कंट्रोल सिग्नल सीक्वेंस में जनरेट होगा. अगर ये सर्किट नहीं है तो there will be signals generated but they won't be in a sequence. Okay, so every time in a computer, whenever you have a control unit, the sequential logic circuit will be the part of the CU itself, and what will that part do? It will generate the signals in sequence. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is while we design the control unit, whenever a control unit is designed, we have to consider certain factors. Abhi, when you go to buy a computer, do you have certain features and configurations in your mind? Yes, कि मेरे को हार्ड डिस्क 1 TB का ही चाहिए, मुझे रैम 2 GB का ही चाहिए, और मुझे प्रोसेसर लेटेस्ट जो है i7 i10 वो वाला ही चाहिए. So what you have decided certain factors, that whenever I'll go to the shop, I will see only those computers which are meeting my factors. So same way, whenever the control unit is designed, we have to consider these 3 factors while designing. What are that? Amount of hardware. क्यों? क्योंकि हार्डवायर्ड कंट्रोल यूनिट है, तो कितना हार्डवेयर यूज होने वाला है वो हमको जानना जरूरी है. उसके बाद what will be the speed of each and every hardware component that I am bringing. ठीक है, अगर वो कंट्रोल यूनिट में एक हार्डवेयर ला दिया जो बहुत स्लो चलता है, इज माई सिस्टम ऑफ एनी यूज? नो. वाई? बिकॉज उसका स्पीड इतना छोटा है कि अगर भले वो एडिशन ऑफ 2 numbers का इनपुट है, स्टिल इट इज टेकिंग 5 minutes 10 minutes to give me the output. Will I ever use such kind of system? No. So whenever I am designing a control unit, I have to see that the hardware which I am bringing, the speed of that hardware should also be important or should be more, so that I get the result at a very high speed. Then I have to see the cost of design. तो अभी पूरा कंट्रोल यूनिट को बनाने के लिए what will be the cost, that also I have to consider. I means not a user but a manufacturer. ठीक है, जो डिजाइन करता है उसको ये सब कंसिडर करना है. आप जब जाओगे कंप्यूटर बाय करने को, you do not have to worry about CU. You just have to see about the CPU, what CPU it is, what is the size of that CPU. That's it. ये फैक्टर्स कौन कंसिडर करेगा? द मैन्युफैक्चरर और द पर्सन और द डिजाइनर हु इज डिजाइनिंग द कंट्रोल यूनिट. ओके, सो ही हैज टू सी कितना हार्डवेयर चाहिए, हार्डवेयर का स्पीड कितना है, और पूरा कंट्रोल यूनिट बनाने के लिए मेरे को कितना कॉस्ट लगने वाला है. अंडरस्टूड?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, there are 4 techniques to design a hardwired. Okay, so we have seen that control unit can be designed in 2 ways. One is hardwired and one is microprogram. In hardwired also we have 4 techniques. Which are those 4 techniques? State table, delay element, sequence counter and PLA method. Which are 4? I repeat: state table, delay element, sequence counter and PLA method. Out of which we are going to study only 2, that is state table and delay element. We are not going to study the remaining 2. So though there are 4 techniques, we'll be studying 2. First one is the state table and second is the delay element. Now any idea from the name what will be state table? अभी तक हमको इतना पता है कि हार्डवायर्ड कंट्रोल यूनिट है अगर, तो वो यूनिट हर एक एग्जीक्यूशन, हर एक इंस्ट्रक्शन का एग्जीक्यूशन करने के लिए कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट करेगा, and those control signals generated should be in a sequence. So what can be a state table from a name? Table, state table.
It defines the state of wire.
It will tell some states and it will gather this information in a form of a table, or it will represent the information in a form of a table, and therefore it is called as state table method. Okay, तो अगर मैंने एक प्रोग्राम दिया है मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ टू नंबर्स, so to complete this execution, control unit will generate a table called as state table, and it will keep the record of entire execution of this multiplication of two numbers in the form of a table called as state table. ठीक है, वो टेबल में क्या रहेगा, एक तो कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स रहेंगे, कौन से इंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए क्या क्या कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट हुई उसका एंट्री रहेगा, एंड दूसरा एट विच पर्टिकुलर स्टेट that signal was generated, that also will be mentioned. Therefore the name is state table. You will understand when we see the diagram. A state transition table is prepared. State transition table means I have a transition considering first load A, that is load the first number. Then I went to load the second number. So I have transited. Transited means I have completed first step, loading first number, and moved to the next step, that is loading second number. Then multiply first number with second number, transited to the third state. Fourth state will be storing the result of multiplication, and fifth state will be ending. So when I move from one state to another state, or from one step to another step, that means I have transited. I have completed the previous instruction and I have moved to the next instruction. So that is what is a state transition table. So a table will be prepared. What will be there in the table? Control signals that are transmitted. हर एक step के लिए कितने control signals generate हुए? Who will generate? System will generate. User will not come to know anything about this. User can only give the input and see the output. What are we learning is how the system controls. अंदर system क्या करता है, कैसे control करता है? That is what we are learning. So if you ask madam ये किधर देखने मिलेगा, तो you cannot see. This is all generated by system, used by system for its purpose only to give a successful result to the user. Okay, so for every instruction which control signals are generated, that will be maintained in this table. Current state and input is considered. मतलब क्या input user ने दिया और क्या उसका current state था, उसका क्या output आया, that also will be maintained in this table. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is state table? It is a type of implementation used in hardwired. What is that hardwired? It is one of the technique in which the control unit can be designed inside your computer system. What does that state table maintain? It maintains a table which, what is there inside the table? It keeps a record that which instruction generates what type of control signals, what is the state of each and every control signal based on the input given by the user. Okay, so see, now if you see this flow chart, can you tell me ये किसका flow chart है? Just observe the flow chart and tell me. It is a flow chart of
Restoring
what?
division.
Are you sure?
No, ma'am. Booth's table. Sorry.
It is an
Booth's algorithm. Sorry.
algorithm. It is an algorithm for multiplication. Okay, we start. Accumulator is 0, q minus 1 is 0. We have count depending upon number of bits in q. Then we decide the value of q0 and q minus 1. If it is 0, 0, we do AC is equal to AC plus m. Instead of m, we have b over here. And 1, 0,
1, not 0, 0.
0, 1. If it is 0, 1, we do AC is equal to AC plus m. If it is 1, 0, we do AC is equal to AC minus m. If it is 0, 0 or 1, 1, we directly do right shift. We decrease the count. We check the count. If the count is still remaining, we keep on continuing by checking the value of Q0 and Q1. Else we stop and declare the contents of AC and Q as the result. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now if I have two numbers, say 3 and 3. 3 into 3 का multiplication करना है, 3 by 3. So when I give these two numbers to the system for multiplication, I will write a program for it. Load the number first as 3. load the second number 3. Then I write instruction multiply 3 into 3. Then I say store the result in accumulator and then stop. So when I write this program will be written by the user and given to the system for execution. Now, when I write this program and give it to the system for execution, what will happen? System will give it to CPU, CPU will give it to ALU. Then ALU will take, if I want to load it from some operand, I will use memory address register, I will use memory data register. एक बार data load हो गया, ALU उसका काम करेगा. It will do right shift, it will do addition of AC is equal to AC plus M, it will do AC minus M, then it will do right shift. Everything will be done according to this particular flow chart. And then a result will be generated, stored temporarily in the register, that is accumulator. Once it is shown to the user, it will be removed from the accumulator and then the user can store anywhere inside the computer. So when I'm doing whatever steps I just told you now, who is going to control all the steps? Who will be controlling? क्या accumulator में 0 गया क्या, Q minus 1 में 0 गया?
Control unit.
It will be controlled by control unit. Now we are studying which type of control unit, the state table method of hardwired. So when I say state table method of hardwire, what will that particular technique do? It will prepare a table. What will the table have? A table will generate, for every step, it will generate a state, and for every step, it will generate the control signals also. So if a control signals generated are in sequence, which means what? The control unit is controlling the desired task properly and user will get the output also properly. Okay. So when I execute this particular flow chart, what entries will be made in the state table? It will generate these states S0, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, S7 and S8. जितने भी steps हो रहे हैं, सारे steps के लिए it will generate the states. Who will generate? The system itself. Who will maintain the record of it? The system itself. Okay. User will not able to be see कि S0 कैसे आया, S1 कैसे आया, S2 कैसे आया, कुछ नहीं. User का काम है सिर्फ program लिखो और system को दे दो. For every instruction that a user has written, it is a duty of control unit to generate the required state for each and every step. Okay. So where is the entry of S0 begin? S1 is in S1 we have to store accumulator as 0, Q minus 1 as 0, count as N. In S2 we have to store the contents of buses in Q. Then in state 3 we have to do AC is equal to AC minus M. In S4 we have to do AC is equal to AC plus M. Who will store this? All the record will be stored in the state table. Now if you see, after the states are generated, S0, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, S7, S8, similarly, on other side, for each state, a control signals are also generated. Are you able to see the one marked with C?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are what? These are the control signals. So it is written in a very first step, to execute an instruction, control unit will generate the control signals, which should be in a sequence. So if you see, for every instruction, a control signals are generated. And the signals generated are in sequence. See, C0, C1, C2, C3, C3, C4, C5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Because why the same control signal? Because the step will either do this or it will do this. Okay. Then signal number 7, 8, and then we have 9 and 10. Can you see those signals?
Ma'am, these signals are not in the sequence na, but
Sequence मतलब ऐसा sequence नहीं होता है. Sequence is C0 के बाद 1 generate होना चाहिए. 0 के बाद direct 2 नहीं होना चाहिए. किधर तो 1 होना चाहिए. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
So for every state, every instruction, control signals are generated. And all this entry of states and control signals are maintained in this particular table. Okay. Therefore, the name of this technique is a state table method. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So even if you take any other algorithm, again, this is same. Say suppose non-restoring algorithm liya. तो नॉन रिस्टोरिंग एल्गोरिदम के लिए भी एवरी स्टेप विल हैव अ स्टेट, एवरी instruction or every step of the instruction will generate a control signals also. Okay, and all the entry of each and every step with its states and control signals will be maintained in the table. So क्या आएगा for step AC is equal to AC minus M, state table या फिर स्टेट में एंट्री होगा S3 और कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स में एंट्री होगा C5 C6 C7 C8. Understanding? For instruction right shift, state generated will be S5, control signals generated will be C1 and C4. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what is a state table technique. Clear up till
मैम
here?
किसी किसी स्टेट को एक ही कंट्रोल सिग्नल है और किसी किसी को 3-4 है, तो मतलब वैसा क्यों?
सिस्टम, मैं वही बोला ना, सिस्टम को जितना लगेगा उतना सिग्नल जनरेट करेगा. We
Okay,
cannot,
ma'am.
we do not know na how the we don't have any way to see how the unit is working,
Yes, ma'am. Right.
because it may depend on instruction length, it may depend on instruction type. So that thing is not clear to the user कि कितना instruction के लिए कितना control signal है, कितना instruction का length के लिए कितना control signals generated required है. That is not known to the user.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
understood up till here? The first method,
Yes, ma'am.
state table. So what it will do is it will prepare a table for every instruction. It will generate a state, and for every instruction it will also generate a control signals. What we understand is if the signals are generated in sequence, we'll get a proper output. That's it. Okay. Next is delay element. अभी डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में फ्लिप फ्लॉप हुआ है?
No, ma'am.
टॉपिक फ्लिप फ्लॉप नहीं हुआ है? ठीक है.
No, ma'am. Not yet.
Okay. Now, from the name, can anyone tell me what is delay? Delay का मतलब क्या होता है? Lecture starts at 10:30.
Not to do things on time.
हाँ, lecture starts at 10:30, but students join at 10:32. There is a delay of 2 minutes, which means what? Students are late by
Yeah, 2 minutes.
late by 2 minutes. Okay. वो फिर it can be any reason. Maybe some got up late, therefore they joined late. Some were trying to connect, but due to the network problem, it didn't get connected. Some were sending a request to the teacher, but teacher could not admit, therefore they were late. So reasons can be anything. So delay means what? There is certain late to do a particular task. Okay, that is what is called as delay. Now in your system, who generates a delay? Delay is generated by your flip flop. अभी flip flop क्या होता है? It is an electronic device which stores 1 bit of information. कितना? 1 bit of information. How much bit?
1 bit.
One.
So it can either store 0 or it can either store 1. Can it store 0 and 1 both at same time?
No.
नो. क्यों? क्योंकि एक बिट बोला है तो या फिर 0 स्टोर करेगा या फिर 1 स्टोर करेगा. ठीक है, वो जैसा भी रिजल्ट हो. अगर रिजल्ट में 8 बिट का रिजल्ट है तो फर्स्ट बिट अगर 0 है तो 0 स्टोर करेगा, नेक्स्ट बिट 1 है तो 1 स्टोर करेगा, फिर नेक्स्ट बिट वापस 1 है तो 1 स्टोर करेगा, बट इट कैन स्टोर ओनली 1 बिट. So how we have register for storing the information. Similarly, smaller to the register we have flip flop. मतलब रजिस्टर से भी और छोटा साइज का जो मेमोरी है कंप्यूटर में जिसमें हम डेटा स्टोर कर सकते हैं, दैट इज अ फ्लिप फ्लॉप. ठीक है, विच स्टोर्स ओनली 1 बिट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. ये फ्लिप फ्लॉप किधर रहता है? इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ योर रैम. ठीक है, रैम पता है ना सबको, व्हाट इज रैम? सॉरी,
Random access memory.
हाँ. इज इट अ प्राइमरी और सेकेंडरी मेमोरी?
Primary.
Primary.
कैन आई कॉल रैम एज अ मेन मेमोरी?
Yes.
Yes.
डू यू नो व्हाट आर द टाइप्स ऑफ रैम?
DRAM, SRAM.
DRAM and SRAM.
करेक्ट, डी रैम, एस रैम. तो अगर एस रैम है मेरे कंप्यूटर में तो एस रैम में डेटा कैसे स्टोर होगा? इट इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ फ्लिप फ्लॉप. ठीक है, इफ आई हैव अ रैम, एवरी कंप्यूटर हैज अ रैम, बट इफ अ टाइप ऑफ अ रैम इन अ कंप्यूटर इज एस रैम, तो रैम में वो डेटा कैसे स्टोर करेगा? इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ फ्लिप फ्लॉप. दैट इज ओनली 1 बिट एट अ टाइम, आइदर 0 और 1. ठीक है, स्टैटिक. देन अभी ये जो फ्लिप फ्लॉप है, द डी फ्लिप फ्लॉप, Okay, why it is called as D flip-flop? That means it is a delay type of flip-flop. Okay, whenever I use this flip-flop for storing the information, there are many flip-flops. ठीक है, SR flip-flop है, JK flip-flop है, D flip-flop है. You will study this in DE. तो जो D flip-flop है, it stands for delay type of flip-flop. Now you know what is flip-flop. It is used to store the information. How much information? 1 bit, either 0 or 1. किधर यूज होता है ये? SRAM में यूज होता है. If RAM, it is used in RAM, but which type of RAM? SRAM. Nowadays nobody uses SRAM. Whatever computers you have, if they are of latest configuration, they will always provide you DRAM in your system. Okay, so abhi SRAM DRAM kya hai, that we will see in the next chapter. But for now, just remember that all of the computers which are designed right now are having a DRAM into it. In case if it has SRAM, that SRAM is made up of flip-flop, which means what? उसके अंदर जो भी data store होता है, it is stored in a type of a flip-flop which allows you to store only 1 bit of information. अभी D flip-flop means what? Delay. तो ये flip-flop क्या करेगा? Data store करेगा, but it will take some time. 0 store करेगा, फिर एक delay लेगा, थोड़ा time waste करेगा, फिर 1 store करेगा. Again it will take a delay, it will store 0. Again it will take delay, store 1. Again it will take delay, store 1. जो जैसा output है, output will be stored 1 bit by bit, but with some kind of a delay into it. Okay. तो अगर आपका 8 बिट का आउटपुट है, तो 8 बिट का डेटा स्टोर होगा अंदर, बट कैसे स्टोर होगा? इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ अ डिले. सो इफ योर आउटपुट इज 8 times 1, first one will be stored, then there will be some delay, then next one will be stored, then some delay, then third one will be stored, then some delay, then fourth one will be stored. It is like that. Okay, therefore it is called as delay flip-flop or a D type flip-flop. That means data is getting stored bit by bit, but with some delay into it. Okay. Now, since the control signals are to be activated in a proper sequence, what we are learning? We are learning a D-type flip-flop. Okay. So, what is D-type flip-flop? It is a second way in which the hardwired unit or a second technique in which the control unit can be implemented. ठीक है. तो अभी हमने देखा स्टेट टेबल में क्या था, उधर भी इंस्ट्रक्शंस एग्जीक्यूट हो रहे थे, हर एक इंस्ट्रक्शन के बाद कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट हो रहे थे, स्टेट भी जनरेट हो रहा था. जो भी कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट हो रहे थे वो हो रहे थे सीक्वेंस में. सो व्हाट विल हैपन इन डिले एलिमेंट? कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स विल बी जनरेटेड, अगेन दैट विल बी जनरेटेड इन अ सीक्वेंस, but how there will be some kind of a delay between the two control signals. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
अभी इधर क्या हो रहा था? C0 जनरेट हुआ, फटक से C2 भी हो जाएगा, C3 हो जाएगा, C1 हो जाएगा, C4 हो जाएगा, line by line without wasting time. All the in the sequence, all control signals will be activated. But what will happen if it is a delay? पहले C0 होगा, फिर थोड़े टाइम के बाद C1 होगा, फिर वापस थोड़े टाइम के बाद C2 होगा. थोड़े टाइम के बाद C0 होगा, फिर थोड़े टाइम के बाद C1, again after some delay C2, then again some delay C3, again delay C4, and so on. Okay, so what will happen? Everything will remain same. Control signals are generated in state table also, they will be generated in delay also. In state table they will be generated in sequence. In delay also they will be generated in sequence, but what will be the difference? They will be generated after a certain amount of time. Why? Because we are using this type of a technique called as delay. So with this delay, the signals will be generated. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us see now. When I am using this D-type flip-flop, I have to use 3 rules. Okay, what are those rules? Rule 1, Rule 2, and Rule 3. Okay, let us see what is Rule 1. Each sequence of 2 successive micro operation requires a delay element. मतलब क्या? जब भी एक इंस्ट्रक्शन के बाद दूसरा इंस्ट्रक्शन एग्जीक्यूट होगा, दोनों के बीच में कुछ डिले होना चाहिए. Compulsorily there has to be some amount of delay, maybe 1 millisecond का delay, 2 millisecond का delay, 1 second का delay, 2 second का delay, but delay होना ही चाहिए. So if there is a delay in execution of instruction, therefore there will be delay in generating the control signal. There is a rule and that is compulsory. Understanding? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next rule is the control signals are taken directly from input and output of delay element. वो input जो भी input है और जो भी output है that will be taken directly from the flowchart itself. Okay, user don't have to give it separately. User ने एक बार डाल दिया कि 3 into 3 का multiplication होना चाहिए, so it will that particular delay flip flop will take the input and output directly from this flowchart itself. User do not have to give input every time for a delay. अगर एक instruction हो गया और फिर वापस delay है तो वापस user से input नहीं लिया जाएगा, वापस डिले आएगा, वापस इनपुट नहीं लिया जाएगा. यूजर का काम है एक ही टाइम इंस्ट्रक्शन या प्रोग्राम दे दो सिस्टम को, इट विल टेक ऑन एक्सेप्टिंग द डिले, इट विल टेक ऑन एक्सेप्टिंग द इंस्ट्रक्शन ऑन इट्स ओन बाय द सिस्टम. यूजर के पास से एक ही बार इनपुट लिया जाएगा इन द सेम वे हाउ वी वर डूइंग इट इन द स्टेट टेबल. अंडरस्टूड द फर्स्ट रूल?
Yes, ma'am.
So between the two instructions, there always has to be a delay. And after that delay, only the control lines will be generated. Control lines means control signals. तो अगर first instruction begin है और second instruction AC is equal to AC minus M है, तो दोनों के बीच में तुरंत control signals generate नहीं होंगे, थोड़ा delay किया जाएगा. The delay will be again decided by the system itself. 1 second है कि 1 millisecond है, 2 millisecond है, 1000 milliseconds है, जो भी डिले रहेगा वो डिले होने के बाद ही कंट्रोल लाइंस जनरेट होगी. सो इट विच मीन्स व्हाट, बिटवीन दीज टू इंस्ट्रक्शन आई हैव अ एक्स्ट्रा हार्डवेयर, which is that hardware, a D type flip flop, and this D type flip flop will generate a delay, and after that only it will generate the control signals. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rule 2. The signal for same control lines are logically odd to get a one common output signal. Which means what? Signals of same control lines. Okay. Now, if I have 3 instructions, between all these 3 instructions, I have inserted a delay. Now, if this delay is generating 3 different control signals, what will I do with these 3 control signals? I will OR them. I will logically OR them. And after I logically OR, I will get one common control signal. So for example, if instruction 1, 2 or 3 के बीच में 2 delay है, and if they are generating a control signal C1, C2, C3, what will I do with the C1, C2, C3? I will OR them and I will make one common control signal, say suppose as C5. So for these 3 instructions, the control signal generated will be C5, but not C1, C2 and C3. So what I'm doing by this, I'm reducing the number of control signals. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next rule is, in case if there is any decision box, how is this decision box implemented? It is implemented by using 2 AND gates. Do you know gates by now? And, or, not, nor, XOR.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
हाँ.
ma'am.
So whenever I have a decision box, जब भी decision box होंगे आपके flow chart में for any operation, so how are these decision box implemented? They will be implemented by performing 2 AND gates. Okay, and then they will generate the control signals, and whatever control signals will be generated, they will be used for that particular instruction. Again, if the control signals generated here are common, I can do logical OR and convert it into one particular signal. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Who will look after these 3 rules? It will be done by the system itself. We will not come to know. What we can see is, bas user ne input de diya 3 into 3, at the end I should get 9 over here. If I have given 3 into 3 over here, I should get 9 over here. So if I'm getting 9 over here, which means what? Signals appropriately generate हुए हैं. अगर state table use हुआ है और अगर delay use हुआ है तो delay भी generate हुआ है, proper execution भी हुआ है, and therefore I'm getting the output as 9. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear what is hardwired unit?
Ma'am, I have a question.
हाँ.
Delay element delay करता क्यों है? To generate the output, मतलब वैसे भी वो सारे instructions follow करेगा ही ना. तो
It is to
output generate.
delay is used to put, it is used to waste the time, in short we can say, to generate the signals.
अच्छा मतलब to generate the signal. Okay, okay, ma'am.
So if at 11:12 I have generated C0 and C2. तो 11:13 को C3 generate होना चाहिए. But it may happen that if I have a delay of 1 minute, so instead of 11:13, it will generate the signal at 11:14.
Okay.
So if we compare state table and delay element, I will always get a result faster in state table, but since I have a delay in delay table, therefore I'll get a result late. Okay. Now see such kind of systems. Have you heard buzzer? Buzzer पता है क्या होता है? Buzzer. Do you know what is buzzer? Nobody knows what is buzzer.
Yes, ma'am, I know.
हाँ, what is it? बोलो.
वही ना जो इंडिकेटर चालू होने के टाइम पे आवाज करता है.
Okay, any other example of buzzer? Buzzer तो पता होना चाहिए आप लोग को. ठीक है, सिस्टम में कभी बीप सुना है? सिस्टम
Yes,
चालू,
ma'am.
हाँ, सिस्टम चालू होता
Yes,
है
ma'am.
या फिर कभी बंद होते टाइम या बीच में ऐसे कंटिन्यूसली
Yes,
शिफ्ट
ma'am.
दबाओगे तो ऐसा कुछ तो बजर जैसा बीप जैसा बजता है ना. तो वो बजर जो है वो अलग अलग टाइप के होते हैं. सम आर कंटिन्यूअस, सम टेक्स टाइम. तो सम टेक्स टाइम मींस व्हाट, वो दो बजर के बीच में डिले डाला गया है, इसलिए टाइम के बाद बजता है. कंटिन्यूअस मतलब क्या, कुछ डिले है ही नहीं उसमें, कंटिन्यूअस बजाते जाओ. बट अगर थोड़े टाइम के बाद बज रहा है, that means what, there is a delay inside it. Understood? So delay means what, it is not continuous but it has certain breaks. And what is that break? That break is a stoppage by some time. 1 second के बाद वापस दूसरा बजर बजेगा, 1 second के बाद वापस बजर बजेगा, like that. Okay, clear up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
So next we go to micro programmed control unit. Now what was there in hardwired? बहुत सारे कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट हुए. कोई टेक्निक में तो कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट हुए, बट आफ्टर सम टाइम द सिग्नल्स वे जनरेटेड एंड दैट टाइम वाज फॉलोइंग सर्टेन रूल्स आल्सो, कि अगर डिसीजन बॉक्स है तो कैसे इंप्लीमेंट करना है. अगर एक ही इंस्ट्रक्शन की बहुत सारे कंट्रोल लाइंस जनरेट हो गए तो उसको लॉजिकल और करके उसको एक में ही कन्वर्ट करो. सो दैट वाज ऑल डन बाय द hardwired. Now what will microprogrammed control unit do, or what will be the implementation of microprogram? So it is used or it is implemented by a programming approach. Okay, so what was hardwired? That was also implementation, but with the help of control signals. Here we will be having an implementation using certain types of programming. Programming करके रखा है, and the system will control the other units like CPU, ALU, register, memory and all by some program. Okay, micro operations are carried out by executing program consisting of micro instructions. Okay, what is this micro instruction? Dividing one instruction into smaller parts. Okay, if I divide add a comma b into its more smaller parts, it is called as micro instruction. Okay, these are stored in control memory of control unit. So when I'm dividing one instruction into more smaller instructions, where will I store those instruction? I will not store in RAM, I will not store in ROM, or I will not store it in hard disk. I have to store it inside the memory of control unit, and that memory is called as control memory. Okay, this part is not there in hardwired. Why? Because हम लोग ऐसा कुछ division instruction का नहीं कर रहे. जो instruction आया उसको एक control signal generate करवा दो. अगर स्टेट टेबल है तो टेबल में एंट्री करवा दो, डिले एलिमेंट है तो उसको डिले देके जनरेट करो और खत्म करो. बट सिंस इट इज अ प्रोग्रामिंग अप्रोच इन माइक्रो प्रोग्राम, I am dividing that instruction into smaller part, and then those smaller part I am storing it into the memory, which is not my computer memory, but it is a part of a control unit, and that part of a memory is called as control memory. Okay, now when I execute these micro instructions, at that time control signals will be generated. ठीक है, तो add a comma b के लिए कंट्रोल सिग्नल नहीं होगा. अगर मैंने add a comma b को डिवाइड किया है तो जो डिवीजन किया है उसके लिए कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट होंगे. अंडरस्टैंडिंग?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the advantage of using it? It is very flexible. What are the disadvantage? I have more cost. Why the cost is more? because I have to bring a programmer for programming or doing the programming in such a way that an instruction should be divided into micro instruction, it should be stored, and then it should be executed, and then the control signals should be generated. Therefore, I say that there is more cost in the micro program. Can I say it will be slow? How can it be slow? What is happening over here? एक इंस्ट्रक्शन को मैंने माइक्रो इंस्ट्रक्शन में डिवाइड किया, फिर कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट किया. Whereas what did I do in hardwired? Did I do any operation with the instruction? जैसा आया वैसा सिग्नल जनरेट कर दो. So I'm not wasting any time in hardwired, whereas I'm wasting time in case of micro program. What is that time wasting? एक ही इंस्ट्रक्शन जबकि वो एज इट इज एग्जीक्यूट हो सकता है तो भी उसको माइक्रो इंस्ट्रक्शन में डिवाइड करो और फिर उसके लिए कंट्रोल सिग्नल जनरेट करो एंड देन स्टोर इट इन सम मेमोरी व्हिच इज कॉल्ड एज कंट्रोल मेमोरी. So I'm wasting the time in doing that subdivision which is not at all required. Understood? Therefore, it is considered to be as a slow type of design. Are you understanding what is micro program?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now give me a minute. I will show you the diagram of it. Now we have seen that hardwired is divided or can be implemented in two ways. One was state table and one was delay element. So likewise, your micro program can also be implemented by technique called as Wilkie's micro programmed unit. Let me.
Ma'am, the screen is stuck.
I am opening the screen. Just give me a minute. Diagram is there in another. It is there in the book. Therefore. Okay, now see. So what is micro program? It will convert one single instructions into micro instructions, and for each micro instructions it will generate the control signal. Okay, now see, we have a memory address, we have control fields, and we have a address field. What it will do is, on execution of a micro instruction at memory address 0000, what is a memory address? 00000. What is there in this 000? There is some instruction. Say suppose add a comma b is an instruction. वो instruction किधर store है? It is stored at the memory address 0000. तो वो क्या करेगा? It will go to this particular memory address 0000. It will check the control fields. Whichever control fields are marked with 1, it will generate those many control signals. So for memory address 000, which are the control signals that are on? It is C1, C2, C5, C7, and C8. Okay. So for instruction at memory address 000, how many control signals are generated? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 control signals are generated. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have an instruction add a comma b. That instruction is divided into suppose first micro instruction. Where is that first micro instruction stored? It is stored at 0000. And for that micro instructions, these 4 are the control signals that are generated. Okay. After that, it is telling me go to the next address, which is the next address 0001. So I will go to the next address 0001. तो वो add a comma b का दूसरा जो माइक्रो इंस्ट्रक्शन है, how will I come to know कि वो दूसरा माइक्रो इंस्ट्रक्शन किधर स्टोर है? That I will come to know from this address field. So after I complete reading the instruction of 0000 and generating the control signals, I have to go to 0001. I'll go to 0001, which is the second part of the same instruction add a comma b. I will identify which are the control signals, and then I have to go to the third part of that instruction, that is 0010. So go to 0010, take those many control signals, go to 0011. Up till when will this continue? This will continue till your entire add a comma b doesn't get completed. If that is getting completed, you will find this address field as empty. So when you find the address field as empty, which means what? For that instruction, all the control signals are generated, and hence you do not have to go further. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
So for one instruction, add a comma b, जिधर hardwired simply control signals generate कर देता था, state generate कर देता था, उधर ये क्या कर रहा है माइक्रो प्रोग्राम? उसको instructions को it is dividing and generating so many control signals which are of no use. Understanding? Therefore, it is taking that much amount of time, and to program this, the programmer will also take that much amount of time, and hence the cost of the overall micro program will be more. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So which is the type of micro programmed? Wilkie's control unit is a type of a micro program control unit. How we have state table and delay element in hardwired, we have Wilkie control in micro program. What does Wilkie control have? It will have a control field like this, and it will have an address field like this. Okay. What will control field do? Control field will generate control signals. What will address field tell you? That which is the next instruction to read and generate the control signals from that next instruction. So let us see. What is this? This is a diagram of your Wilkie's control unit, how it is going to work. Okay. We have IR. What is IR? Instruction register. That means this is a place where the instructions will be stored. Load A, load B, add a comma B, store the result in C and end. All these instructions will be stored in IR. Okay. Starting address generator. हर एक इंस्ट्रक्शन का स्टार्टिंग एड्रेस कौन सा है, वो कौन जनरेट करेगा? स्टार्टिंग एड्रेस जनरेटर. उसके बाद वो एड्रेस किधर जाएगा? इट विल गो इनटू द कंट्रोल मेमोरी एड्रेस रजिस्टर. ओके. सो फॉर लोड ए, if the memory address is, say, suppose like this 0000, who will store that 0000? It will be stored over here. Where will that 000 will be passed? It will be passed to control memory address register. From there, it will be selected by 3x8 decoder. Now, what is that? I will tell you, but just explain, just understand the flow. In first instruction, load A select हो गया, उसका क्या address है वो ये unit बताएगा. It will pass that address to control memory register. From there, decoder will select the instruction and generate the appropriate control signals. Am I clear up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. जब कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट हो जाएंगे, उसके बाद यहाँ से एड्रेस, नेक्स्ट एड्रेस फील्ड पता चलेगा, तो वो वापस नेक्स्ट एड्रेस फील्ड पे जाके इंस्ट्रक्शन सिलेक्ट करेगा, नेक्स्ट का एड्रेस लेगा, इधर से कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट करेगा, थर्ड एड्रेस लेगा, थर्ड एड्रेस इधर पास करेगा, इधर से सिलेक्ट होगा, कंट्रोल लाइंस जनरेट होंगी, फोर्थ एड्रेस सिलेक्ट करेगा. So this will keep on happening till all the instructions are not completed. Understood the flow?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is 3:8 decoder? 3:8 decoder means what? It is going to have, or we can say it is three lines by 8 lines. Okay, 3 lines by 8 lines means what? The data will be of 3 bits. from 000 to 111. Do you know this by now? 3 bits representation from 0 to 8, 0 to 7. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear to you? 0
Yes,
से 7, हाँ, 0 से 7 bits I can represent in 3 bits. Yes or no? 4, 2, 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it is taking 3 input: 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. These are the 3 inputs and generating 8 output: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Clear? Therefore,
Yes,
it is 3 input with 8 output lines. Okay? That is what is called as 3 into 8 decoder. Now see, if a micro instruction is encoded and given below like this: C0 पे 0, C1 पे ये, C2 पे 0, C3 पे 0, C4 पे 1, C5 पे 1, C6 पे 0. Go to the next address 0, 1, 0. So what is happening? My first instruction is taken. It is generated at the input 0, 0, 0. So at address 0, 0, 0, control signal generated is C5. Sorry, C0. So look over here first. Control fields are C0, C1, C2, C3, C4, and C5. Okay. What are these? These are the control signals which will be generated by your Wilkes unit for whatever instruction you give. Understanding?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So at address 0, 0, 0, पहला एड्रेस सिलेक्ट क्या हुआ? पहला एड्रेस सिलेक्ट हुआ 0, 0, 0. जो एड्रेस 0, 0 सिलेक्ट हुआ उस पे कौन से कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट हुए? जिधर जिधर क्रॉस है उधर. तो जिधर क्रॉस है दैट मींस यू हैव टू इनपुट इट एज 0. जिधर क्रॉस नहीं है उधर यू हैव टू, सॉरी, जिधर क्रॉस है दैट विल बी 1. जिधर क्रॉस नहीं है दैट विल बी 0. Are you understanding or you are confused?
Ma'am.
I repeat again. यहां से इंस्ट्रक्शन गया, इंस्ट्रक्शन का एड्रेस है 0, 0, 0. अभी ये 0, 0 पे कौन सी कंट्रोल सिग्नल्स जनरेट हुई दैट वी हैव टू सी. वी नो द मेमोरी एड्रेस 0, 0, 0. कौन सी सिग्नल्स जनरेट हुई वो मुझे देखनी है और कौन सा एड्रेस नेक्स्ट है वो मुझे देखना है. तो जिधर क्रॉस है मींस व्हाट? सिग्नल जनरेट हुआ है. सो फॉर 0, 0, 0, C0 is generated, C2 is generated, C4 is generated, and C5 is generated. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. After that, I have to go to which instruction? Instruction 0, 0, 1. कैसे मिला 0, 0, 1? बिकॉज जिधर क्रॉस है उधर हम क्या डालते हैं? 1. बाकी जगह पे हम क्या इनपुट करेंगे? 0, 0, 0. समझ रहे हैं?
Yes, ma'am.
So I go to 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1 पे कौन सी सिग्नल्स जनरेट होगी? जिधर क्रॉस है उधर. किधर है? C1 पे है और C3 पे है. So for address 0, 0, 1, which signals are generated? C1 and C4. Understood?
यस मैम.
कौन से एड्रेस पे जाना है? इधर क्या आएगा? 0, 1,
1 0.
0. तो जाओ 0, 1, 0 पे. कौन सी सिग्नल्स जनरेट हुई? 0, 1 एंड 3. उसके बाद कहाँ जाना है? 0, 1, 1.
0 1 1.
So go to 0, 1, 1. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Like this, you have to complete till all your address lines are been completed.
मैम
हाँ बोलो.
जो लास्ट वाला जो है, फोर्थ वाला, उसके बाद जो मतलब स्टार्स है ना एड्रेस का, 0 1 1 के लास्ट में उधर मैम 1 0 0 आना चाहिए ना, तो उधर स्टार्स बहुत अलग दिए
Over here.
कंट्रोल सिग्नल के बाद. 0 1 1 मैम.
0, 1, 1. हाँ 0, 1, 1 के बाद जाना चाहिए 1 0 1 पे.
1 0 0 पे ना मैम, नीचे 1 0 0 है उसके बाद.
हाँ बट इधर ऐसा बोला है 1 0 1 पे जाओ, है ना? उधर ऐसा लिखा है. एक सेकेंड. 0 C for 0 0 we'll check this. For 0000245 generate हुआ. For 0000245 correct. 001 के लिए 1 और 4 जनरेट हुआ. जीरो जीरो वन के लिए 1 और 3 कैसे 4 होगा ना
मैम 3 है ऊपर.
ये अच्छा okay. उसके बाद 010 के लिए 0 1 और 3 जनरेट. 013 करेक्ट. एंड देन इट इज टेलिंग अस टू गो इन 011. तो हम गए 011 पे. जनरेट हुआ 2 4 और 5. 2 4 और 5. एड्रेस टू नेक्स्ट माइक्रो इंस्ट्रक्शन 2 क्यों. एक मिनट. On the execution of micro instruction at address 001, the address of my next micro. Acha, okay. What it is telling, see. Can you see this control bit over here?
Yes, ma'am.
After the address 011, we generate the respective control signals and then we have a control bit. So what is this control bit telling? That this, after this, whatever addresses will be generated, that will be based on the external condition. Either that condition will be true or that condition will be false. So what is it? So when after we execute the micro instruction at 011, the address of next instruction will depend upon the external condition. If the condition is true, then it will go to 101. If the condition is false, then the address selected will be 110. So it is like that. So what are we going to do over here is, after we complete 011, if this condition is set to true, we have to go to 101. If the condition is false, then we have to go to the address that is 110. Understanding? तो
Yes,
3
ma'am.
3 के बाद जो कंट्रोल बिट है उसके ऊपर डिपेंड होगा. अगर वो कंट्रोल बिट का कंडीशन ट्रू आया तो वी हैव टू गो टू नंबर 5, और अगर फॉल्स आया तो वी हैव टू गो टू नंबर 6. ओके.
Yes, ma'am.
तो उसके आगे 3 के आगे एवरीथिंग इज डिपेंडेंट अपॉन दैट कंट्रोल बिट. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is how will your Wilkie's control unit will work. Based on the address, signals will be generated and the next address will be generated. In case if there is any external condition, if the condition is true, it will go to 101, that is 5, or else it will go to 6.
Yes,
Clear?
ma'am.
Yes, everybody?
मैम वो कंडीशन ट्रू और फॉल्स कैसे डिसाइड होता है?
That is external condition. External means system generated condition.
Okay.
It means it is like an interrupt. Consider like an interrupt. अगर condition true means वो condition higher priority का था, we have addressed, therefore true हो गया. अगर if we have ignored that external condition, we will consider it as false and we will go to 6. Okay. तो अगर system execute कर रहा है instruction और बीच में कुछ तो external input या external pop-up आ गया, so if that external is if that external signal whatever has come, if the system takes it as a priority, that means the condition has become true. If it does not take it as a priority and complete the remaining execution, we consider it as a false bit.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So is this clear? Design of control unit?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody? Which are
Yes,
the
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
which are the two ways in which the control unit is implemented?
Hardwired and microprogrammed.
Which are the two techniques of hardwired?
State and delay.
State table and delay element.
Correct. And what is the technique of microprogram?
Why Wilkie's
Wilkie's control.
Control unit. Okay. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So with this we complete chapter 3. Now see, what I have observed from your class is you all are